Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. Tonight's a training call only for select teams. I welcome you onto the call. I'm going to record this call and I'm going to post it. I'll see how I post it on the YouTube channel. I'll probably just post it for everybody. But tonight's training call is going to be about the compensation plan. As all of you know, and some of you might not know, our compensation plan is just the number one compensation plan out of over 750 direct selling companies. And for us, that's a big achievement. Not only does our compensation plan allow for some say 50-50 split, others say 51-49 split, 51 going to the brand partner. But 50-50 is good enough for us, right? 50-50 split. We have a patented compensation plan. And patented, I mean it goes unlimited wide and unlimited deep. It's binary. So for us, that's also amazing. And you know, when you've got an unlimited wide and unlimited deep compensation plan, your income also is unlimited. So network marketing used to be called network marketing. What we at Partner Co are doing now is we are converting it to partnership marketing because it sounds better. And that's what we're all about, right? Our business is about partners. Our business is about taking your partnership and your partners and bringing them into the business with you, becoming a partnership marketing company. So we build organizations of people working towards a common goal and can lead to a strong residual payout that can last for years. That's what our business does. That's the difference between linear income and residual income. You build residual income to give you a payout that will last for years. This is why it is important that you understand this pay advantage and invest your effort and energy and time in other people. And that's the trick. That's the trick in our business. You've got to invest your time in your people because your people need to do what you do. If you teach them the correct way from the beginning, you're going to have a residual income business for your kids, for your kids' kids, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So this is what we're striving to do. So to earn residual income, you're required to do a few things. Amongst other things, take action to get momentum going in your team. So those of you that have been on my other call, my other Zoom calls, you've seen that little clip that I show on momentum. How does it start? Right now, we have launched in Africa. We have launched in Southern Africa almost 18 months ago. We're still launching in Southern Africa, I say, and we launched Nigeria in November last year. So this is just the beginning. So what have we all got here? Listening to the recording, those on the call here tonight, we have the first mover advantage. There are a lot of other direct selling companies that are established that have got thousands and thousands and thousands of people. But there's no company like Partner Co. Partner Co, where our product does what it says it's going to do. We have natural products that give you money back guarantee. We have products that come with a promise that's what's on the label is in the product. Now, you ask yourself, what is this got to do with the compensation plan? The compensation plan is the end result, you know. It's not about the commission. It's about leading up to the commission that counts with us because the commission is the reward. So continue building the momentum and teach others to do the same. So that's the beauty about our business. You're in it for yourself, but not by yourself. You might say, I can't sell, so I can't join this business. You don't need to sell. You have others that are doing it for you. You have others that are doing like what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing this forever. In a year from today, I want somebody else to sit here and I want to be on the beach listening to this call. That is the ultimate goal of residual income. Learn and develop leadership skills that will provide the foundation that supports your entire team. Exactly what I said. So your team, you've got to take your team, you've got to teach them, develop them, do what the leaders do. Do what the leaders do, provide them with a solid foundation. A house gets built with a foundation. Can't just go lay bricks and build a house. You need a foundation. You need to build it strong so that your whole team builds their own house eventually one day, and their team builds their own house. And that is what residual income does. So the power of residual income, it's the ability to get paid over and over again for the work that you do. So there are a few businesses and industries today that pay residual income. I'm going to mention a few. There's like musicians, authors, insurance salespeople. The musicians, they produce a song. The song gets played on the radio. They get paid royalties on the fact that that song was played, right? Authors write a book, put the book in a bookshop, and it gets sold over and over again. Every time it gets sold, the author gets a annuity income, whatever you want to call it. Insurance salesman, they sell your insurance. You pay a premium every single month. They get annuity income with that. So these are the type of businesses that earn residual income. Our business is exactly the same. So residual income in network marketing is income you continue to earn based on the efforts you put in the building process. This income is based on sales of products and services. So, and these products must continue to generate repeat sales. So hence we have what we call the auto ship, the subscribe and save every single 4 weeks. We have, I call it reorder. I don't use auto ship, the word. I don't use subscribe and save because it sounds scary. It scares some people away. So I say, right, you know what? You're not giving me your money. Number one, you're buying online, number one. Number two, you are buying a product. You are buying a product. So when people say, is it one of those? No, because number one, that is illegal. Number two, and you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even like to use that word. And number two, if a company closes down and you don't have anything to show after that, that company was illegal. Here we're saying you're buying a product that is lasting you for 30 days, and you have to reorder. You have to reorder. You have to reorder a minimum amount in order for you to stay commission qualified, and you get your product. When you go to a pharmacy, you go to the pharmacy, you want a vitamin, you want to buy a vitamin, the vitamin's going to last you for 30 days. When it finishes, you go and buy another month's vitamins. It's the same as us. Same as us. What's the difference? What's the difference between mass production and producing with products of integrity, clean products, products that say they're going to do this? You know, the last thing you want is to go out there to sell a product, to offer a product to a friend or a loved one, and it doesn't work. Or you land up with egg on your face. You'll get away with it once, you'll get away with it twice, but you know what? You don't want enemies. You don't want enemies. And if you're new in our business, we have a lady called Deanna Latson. She heads up our product quality, our scientific advisory board, and she does not accept 100%. If it's 120%, she'll pass on. Otherwise, she doesn't want to know. Must go back to the drawing board, fix it, do it, bring that product in, the ingredients from that part of the world, and that's how you produce the product. South Africa, we did our due diligence before we launched, and we said our rand is too weak. We can't bring the products in from the US. Let's make it here based on the same recipe that our products are made of overseas. We'll just bring it in bulk here from the various areas of the world, and we'll put it into our pharmaceutical companies here, put it together and sell it so that it's produced by the people of Africa, for the people of Africa, to suit the African palate, as well as, most important, the pocket. And it's worked. So in South Africa, we have the Hero product and the Tahitian Noni product. In Nigeria, we have the Tahitian Noni product, and soon they'll also have the Hero product. So the power of duplication. Duplication is the process of teaching and empowering your team members to replicate your successful actions and results. It's not about doing the exact same thing. So just repeat what your leaders are doing. Okay, there's a system. The system is equal for everybody in all 67 countries that we are in, right? There are millionaires in our business. The difference between the millionaires and those that aren't millionaires yet is the individual. So just go with the flow, be teachable and coachable, and you will get to where everybody else is. Okay, to establish duplication in your network, you can do the following. Set an example by following duplicatable processes yourself. So remain teachable and coachable, like I said. Get your team started effectively. When you join, if you haven't been given your onboarding manual on what to do, what's the next steps, if you haven't been given that, if you haven't been given that by your upline, go back to your upline and ask them for that. Let them guide you the right way, start the right way. Why? Because you've got to do it to your people. Right. Duplication. Use tools that help you create duplication. We have a partner co-share app. The app is there, does exactly what the computer does. You don't need a computer to sign somebody up. You've got your app. As long as your phone is a smartphone, it will sign a prospect up for you. Right? It's not a smartphone if it doesn't make you money. So whatever your phone, that app can do, the computer can do. So you've got a phone-based business as well. You know, the age-old home-based business, it's evolved. It's now also a phone-based business. So duplicate using auto-balancing algorithms, and I will go through that in the compensation plan. Again, this is patented. Use your success stories to build and duplicate your team. You're in the network marketing business, facts tell, but stories sell. That's fact. Once you've got stories, pictures, you can show this is what I look like, this is what I look like today. That alone tells a story, that alone sells. We did an activation this weekend, one of the craft markets. The minute we showed the photos, that was it. You didn't have to sell anything. People are in. They want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty. And you don't have to have your own one. You can give it to, you can use your partners before and after. That's the amazing part about it. So there are 10 ways we get paid, right? 10 ways. And out of the 10, I would say there are 4 or maybe 5 very important ones you need to know. The rest gets done for you. You don't have to worry about it. In fact, 3 of the 10 is what you must know. The other 7 gets done for you. Okay, you'll know about it, but I'll show you tonight or today, whenever you're listening to this. I will show you today what you need to understand about our compensation plan, how it works, what you do, and then I'll probably do a training on Monday next week on placements again, on how to place properly in the beginning, because it goes hand in hand with the compensation plan. So, upfront income. First of the 3 segments, right? We have upfront income, we've got residual income, and we've got bonus income. I'm going to focus on upfront and residual tonight. Bonus will fly through it, but upfront income is very important. Now, there's 2 things in upfront income. There's one called retail profits, and there's another called first order bonus. Now, what is that? Retail profit is very simple. As a brand partner, you are entitled to a 30% gross profit on the product. So your brand partner price is wholesale, let's say that, and then your retail price is 30% on wholesale. So 30% margin is retail, right? You sell your product to customer A. Customer A pays you, right? Either they pay you when you sell it to them or give it to them. So you've got the money straight up. You've bought the product, you've sold it, you've got your money back plus 30%. Or you send the customer a link. The customer completes the information, address, pays for it, retail price, and submits the order. You will get paid your 30%, even if the customer hasn't even received the product yet. So that is upfront income. So you will get paid. We get paid every single Friday. So you will get paid your money back plus your 30% profit in your commission payout on the following Friday, right? Then we have what we call a first order bonus. Now, a first order bonus in network marketing, partnership marketing, every single product comes with a PV. What is PV? PV is short for point volume. Point volume is the amount of points that is allocated to a specific product. And the reason why every product has a PV is because we're in 67 countries. So you don't have to only sell in Africa or Southern Africa or in Nigeria. You can sell in England. You can sell in America, Dubai, Australia, anywhere. Wherever we are open, you can sell. You can go into your back office. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see a flag. If you turn to the flag of that specific country you are selling into, it takes you to their shopping basket and the products that they have. In Africa at the moment, in Southern Africa specific, we have 9 products, right? The rest of the world have an average of between 40 and 60 products. So you have access to those products when you're selling into that country. Unfortunately, we cannot bring it in because of our import duties, custom duties. It's a whole thing. So, but you can sell out in there, and each one of those products has point volume linked to it, and that is how your commission is calculated. Because there's a specific calculation that we have in our compensation plan, and with that point volume, it comes straight back to you. It shows in your back office immediately as minute that customer has paid for that product, wherever that customer is in the world. So the first order bonus, let's get back to the first order bonus. Now, the first order bonus, whether you are on entry level or on ultimate level, ultimate is obviously the level that everybody has to be at, if possible, and I'll go into that a bit later. But whether you're a member, which is entry level or ultimate, you get, for the first order placed by your customer or brand partner, okay, you will get 35% paid to you for every first order obtained by a new customer or preferred brand partner. So what does that mean? So let's say customer A comes in and they buy for 200 PV. Now 200 PV you will see is ultimate level. Now 200 PV, 1 PV is equal to $1, and $1 in our exchange rate is 15 Rand. Right, so 1 PV, $1. 1 PV, $1. 1 PV, $1 in Australia. 1 PV, $1 in America. 1 PV, $1 in Dubai. Do you understand why the PV comes in everywhere? Because it's calculated, it's worked to the dollar and whatever the exchange rate of the dollar is in your country. In our case, we stick at 15 to the dollar. Right, so if they buy for 200 PV, 35% of the 200 PV is 70 PV. 70 PV. So for every first order, you get 35%, 35 PV. 35% of the PV of the first order. In this case, we're saying 200, so it's 70 PV. Now, 70 PV is $70. $70, I think it's 1,050 Rand. Boom, that's what you get as one form of payment. Now, you get first order bonus as well as your retail profit. Okay, for the first order. So you will get 30% profit paid to you, plus 35% of the PV of that initial first order. How amazing is that? Now, this is what Africa has. Not every continent has what we've got. We've got, our compensation plan is Comp Plan C, America's is Comp Plan A, Europe is Comp Plan B, Mexico's Comp Plan C. So do you see the upfront income, how powerful that is? In our business, we need customers and we need brand partners. Customers, residual income every month, they're reordering. The customer can actually serve as your subscribe and save, your auto ship. You know, your minimum requirement for every month, it can be done by a customer for you. If you haven't got what is required for every month to be commission qualified in the beginning. You just need to sell a minimum quantity to a customer, right, to stay commission qualified, not to a brand partner, to a customer. But then you need brand partners on the other side as well. Now, brand partner ensures that your residual income continues going. So we come to segment number 2, which is residual income. Now, in number 2, we have what we call base commission, right? And I will go through that. I will go through it now. So once we finish this, I'll show you the base commission. So before you start, right, you have to activate your income position. You've got to activate your income position using the tools. You sell products to new customers and you achieve a business level. There's 4 business levels that you can choose to come in with when you start up. The first one being the activated level, which is 20 PV. That's your minimum PV you need to activate your business, right? 20 PV. Now, that's entry level. Doesn't do much for you. That's just to lock your spot, right? That's to lock your spot. It costs around 850 Rand. Okay, but that's all it does for you, right? From business level up is when it counts, right? Now, 20 PV is when you start, right? You can even go in, you can even come in at the business level, which is 40 PV, right? 40 PV. You can come in at the elite level, which is 100 PV, right? Or the ultimate PV at 200 PV. Now, the ultimate level. So what does this all mean? There are 4 business levels, and each level has a point volume or point value requirement. Every partner co-product has a point value. I've mentioned all of this. These are used to calculate commissions. Your business level is determined by the volume you accumulate in your first 4 calendar weeks, so your first 4 Fridays. So, and I'll show you about that now. Brand partners accumulate volume by either selling or purchasing partner co-products. So it's saying there the first 4 weeks are very crucial. So if you join, let's say this week, today, if you join today, you have to, in your next 4 Fridays, you need to reach 200 PV. So you can join in at 20 PV, right? But you have 4 weeks, 4 Fridays. Our weeks go from Friday to Friday. Okay? You've got 4 Fridays to get to ultimate 200 PV. So qualification period is a weekly plan. Your qualification period is from 12 a.m. on Saturday to 11:59 p.m. on Friday night. Okay? Subscription runs on Saturday. So 12 a.m. your subscription runs on Saturday morning, right? Commission runs on the following Tuesday, and it's paid for the previous week up until Friday, right? So if your week ends on Friday coming, on Tuesday they do the commission run for this week, all right? Not tomorrow, which is Tuesday, following Tuesday, right? This week's commission is calculated. So all weeks are color-coded, and it's very clear here. You'll see the week on top is the purple week. Now, if you count 4 Fridays, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. The 30th is again the 4th Friday, purple. Right. So let's say, so that's why I always say, if you want to sign somebody up and they're talking to them Wednesday, Thursday, rather delay it and sign them up on Saturday morning. Why? Because you're giving them a week. You're giving them a full week. So they've got 4 full weeks, 4 full Fridays to achieve their 200 PV. If you sign somebody up on the 1st, which is Thursday, right? He's got 1 day and his first Friday hits. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next Friday is the 30th. Do you understand? So it's beneficial to sign somebody up in the beginning of the week so they've got the whole week plus another 3 weeks to generate the 200 PV. So the minimum sales threshold, we call it. Now, don't get confused with what you see here. But You'll hear me talk about auto balancing later on, and auto balancing will work with the first line, your weekly base commission earnings. So let's look at the activated line. The activated line there, as long as you've got 450, between 450 and 3,749 rand in that month, you will be eligible for an auto balance. Don't worry about that for now. It gets done for you. It's not important for now. All I'm saying is what's important is the very last line, where it says minimum sales PV, and we've just done it. 20 PV for the member or the activate level, 40 PV for the business level, 100 PV for the elite level, and 200 PV for the ultimate level. Again, I'm saying don't worry about the top part of this diagram. It's enough to scare me still away, but you'll understand it as you get in, as you do, but it gets done for you. So the main thing is the bottom line. So base commission now. Right, let's talk about base commission, because this is very, very important. You need to understand what it means, how important base commission is and what it means. So residual income is base commission. What is that? So there you are over here, activated, right? Brand partner, first one you sign there, second one you sign there. So your first two are in, right? Your income position is your spot in partner code, in the partner code network. Okay, that's your income position. When you sign in, you get put into a spot, and that is your income position. It allows you to get paid week after week, right? I'm going to show you what to do in order for you to get paid week after week. So as you build your team of brand partners, they are going to be placed in a line that is an open position. You will see on your tree view the word available. It'll either get placed automatically in that spot, or you can place manually. Right, so as you build your team of brand partners, they are going to be placed into a line with an open position. You can add new brand partners to existing teams. That means you're building deep, or place them in new lines as they become available, building wide. Right? To start off with, you'll build a left line or left leg and a right line, right leg. Okay. Then each brand partner can also acquire new customers, increasing your sales team volume. Now we're getting into the base commission side of this whole thing. So if you see over here, this brand partner's bought for 200 PV, 200 PV, and 100 PV. Right. They've each signed brand partners. You benefiting. That's you there. Whatever they're doing, you benefiting from these lines. Okay. But I'm going to show you what now the importance is of building infinitely deep and infinitely wide. Okay. That's our patent. There's no other binary that does this. Right. You have those that are unlimited wide, but three generations deep, or 3 generations wide, and or deep and unlimited wide. There's limits, there's caps. We don't have caps. We don't have none of that. Right. So we have what you call a power line and a pay line. Right? Power line and a pay line. And I always encourage everybody, until you have got a big team, you concentrate on left leg, right leg. Okay. And you will create what we call a power line and a pay line. Okay. Now, what has this got to do with the compensation plan? A lot. Because base commission works on your pay line, right? Base commission works on the sales that are accumulated throughout the week, okay? The line with the most volume is called the power line. All other lines are called pay lines. There's no limit to how many pay lines you can build. So if you've got 5 lines going wide, okay, and they've got 400 PV, 200, 100, 400, 500, 700, they will not supersede the power line that is already 800 PV, right? So whichever line has the most PV, that's the power line. It can change from week to week. If your middle leg decides it's going to work hard this week and it gets 900 PV, that becomes your power line. Right. In this case, we have power line with 800 PV over there. You can see 200, 400, 600, and 800 over here. That's 800 PV. The middle line here, pay line, because of 400 PV, 200 plus 200, and then 200 PV here, 100, 50, 50. Right. These two are pay lines. Now, the pay line can pay you up to 2,000, or the pay line can pay you up to $2,000 maximum each week. Okay. There's no limit to the number of pay lines, as I said. Okay. And your personal sponsor sales pay you first order bonus and base commission. So you get first order bonus for every first order. Okay. Plus you get base commission as well if that brand partner is in the pay line. So you're going to get 35% on the PV on the first order bonus, plus the pay line base commission is a further 10% on the PV generated for that week. Okay. So your personal sponsorship sales pay you first order bonus and base commission. Okay, so what is that? You earn 10% of the volume in your pay line in base commission every single week in all pay lines. In all pay lines. It's very important you remember what I'm saying. Not power line, pay lines. So what does that mean? Your pay line here is there's two pay lines, 400 PV and 200 PV. Those two together are 600 PV, right? You get paid every single week 10% of the total PV in pay lines. In this case, 600, which is 60 PV. 60 PV you get paid on the Friday, right? Now, once you get paid, the commission or the pay lines go to zero. They flush. We call it flush. So because you've got paid on your pay lines, it goes to zero. So you start the new week with zero PV in your pay lines, right? So what it does then also is it takes the total PV of your power line, which was 800 PV, and it subtracts the two pay lines from that 800 PV. So you'll see there, 800 less 400 less 200, which was 400 for this pay line and 200 for this pay line. It leaves you with 200 PV. What happens with this 200 PV? You don't lose it. It gets what we call carried over. So as base commission is paid out, that volume is removed because you've now been paid on that volume, both pay lines and power lines. So you've been paid on the 600, so it goes to zero on the two pay lines, and the 600 gets deducted from the 800 over here. You left the 200, and the 200, any volume left over in the power line will get carried over to the next week. Carryover volume adds to next week's new volume to calculate your base commission. So you start the next week with 200 PV in your power line. Okay, so let's just recap here. Base commissions are 10% of the volume generated from all pay lines, up to 2,000 US per line per week. Okay, any remaining difference is carried over into the next commissions period. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Now, do you calculate all this? No. It gets calculated for you. Can you see your PV as you go in the week? Yes. Everything is live. You will see how much PV you have got in your power line. You will see how much PV you got in your pay line at any time you want. Can you get a detailed breakdown on how it was made up? Yes, you can do that too. So can you see how much money you're going to be paid in your pay line in base commission, in residual income? in base commission? Yes, it's there, it's live. So everything is done for you. It's very, very, very jacked. Very. So we also have what we call optimization. So once your sales volume reaches 20,000 PV on 2 or more of the lines in 1 week, your income position optimizes. What does that mean? Optimizes means you open another line. You open another line because now you've got 20,000 PV in 2 lines. You open another line. That's what we call the power of re-entry, right? Power of re-entry. So you can start building a new line instantly. So if in the week you've got 20,000 on the one line, 20,000 on the other line, you can open another line straight away, and you can start building from the get-go, no limits. This is called building wide. Okay, there you go there, re-entry. New income positions can be placed anywhere under the optimized pay line. Okay, new income positions cannot be placed under the power line. So you cannot place any new income position under the power line. That's very important to remember. You can also enter another line in another brand partner's pay line. So you can help that other brand partner build their line, and you can earn from them as well. Another thing that our compensation plan does that other compensation plan don't. So I can open, if I've got 20,000, if I've optimized, I can open a pay line in somebody in the US. Okay, I can open a pay line in Tiffany's pay line that's on the call here tonight, or in Sarah's pay line in Dubai. I can do that with the power of re-entry. This is the amazing thing about our compensation plan. And that is why we have won the #1 spot in compensation plans out of all direct selling companies just 2 months ago. Just 2 months ago. So auto balancing, if you remember in the beginning when I was showing you the little box there, and it showed you the minimum sales threshold and the amounts 420 between 450 Rand and 3,700 Rand. If you earn that in 1 month, the computer auto balances. What it means is, if you have money left over in your lines, and you have 3 lines, let's say, you have 3 lines, the computer will take money or PV, it will take PV away from one of your 2 lines there because you've already got enough, and it will move it to the 3rd line automatically, and it will ensure that it places it in the right place in order for you to maximize your earnings. It's called auto balancing, right? That gets done for you. So you don't have to worry about anything as far as this is concerned, right? So when you have more than the minimum sales threshold from personal or customer orders, we balance the extra volume between your lines to maximize your pay. That means that you can earn retail and base commission on the same volume. The auto balance is automatically done for you, guys. I'm sure you're looking at this and you're saying, oh my goodness, I don't understand this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about this. It gets done for you. Okay. All you need to worry about is your left leg, right leg. Build them, let your teams build, get your residual income going, get your base commission going, and make sure that you're earning every single week. The rest gets done for you. Okay. And if you, anything from business up, you will also earn matching bonus. Now, matching bonus, for those that don't know, when you become a partner code member, brand partner, you need to get to ultimate in the first 4 weeks, but you have 8 weeks to go gold. Now, go gold means to achieve gold status, you sell 20 PV or more to 4 new brand partners, sponsored, 4 new personally sponsored customers or brand partners in your first 8 weeks. Okay, minimum 20 PV each. Right. Once you do that, you achieve gold status. But you have to keep doing it every single month until you become ultimate. Because once you become ultimate, you are ultimate for life. You don't have to worry about making sure that you have 4 active brand partners, or you've sponsored 4 brand partners if you're a business or elite. You know, if you're ultimate for life, and you gold for life. And here's the importance with what I'm telling you. Business level, okay, so member level, you member level. As soon as you get to business level, right, you unlock 3 generations of gold status. Your first, your second, and your third. Your first generation, that means personally sponsored brand partners. Okay? You get the percentage match of base commission. So whatever your base commission is of your first generation, you get 7% of that over and above your base commission that you've earned. Okay, it's called matching bonus. Your second generation, 6%, your third generation, 5%, same model. Okay, then as you go up to 7 generations, it decreases, but there's extra. Now, this is an amazing payout, because you never know how much this is. You just get paid. So over and above your base commission and your first order bonuses and all the others, that are bells and whistles that comes with this thing, matching bonus, it's a free check. It's a check based on how hard and how strong your team has built. You're going to get an extra matching bonus over and above that. Okay, and it's very simple to calculate. This is an example over here. Generation 1. This person's got $5,000, okay, $5,000 multiplied by 7%. So his base commission in his first generation was $5,000. Okay, you get 7% of that, the $5,000, $350. Then his second generation in his tree, okay, $3,000, you get 6% of that, 180, and Danny goes down, right? So over and above the residual income that he's getting, he gets another check for $788. Okay, for doing nothing. His team is working. He's looking after his team. Okay, we have also a thing called dynamic compression. Again, if one of your brand partners falls off, they leave the business, they don't want to go, they don't want to carry on. As long as that brand partner is gold, we have what we call dynamic compression. So the gap gets closed. Okay, so let's say somebody in generation 7 falls off. Okay, as long as that person in generation 8 is gold, it takes the place of the one generation 7 that has fallen off. So automatically, so you don't lose. Okay, we also have, and I haven't got it here, but it's called cost of living increase. If the cost of living goes up, percentages are adjusted. Percentages are adjusted. We have what we call a partner council. Partner council talks to corporate, and between partner council and corporate, the interests of the brand partners looked after. Corporate listens to the brand partners through partner council, and corporate will go out there and make it happen, because we are, and they understand it. They understand that the brand partner is the business, and they do what the brand partner says. So the compensation plan cannot change. We have the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights, again, patented. The only direct selling company in the world that has a Bill of Rights. Nothing can change unless it's been authorized by partner council, right? Discussed with corporate, and together a win-win decision is made, right? So you are protected all the way. And then we have title bonus. Now, title bonus, as you increase, as you reach your personal volume in that week, you title advance. You get paid extra. You get paid an extra title bonus over and above your base commission that you get. So if you get your personal volume of 200 PV in that week, 200 PV, your base commission is 10% of the 200 PV, which is 20 PV, right? Your title bonus over and above that, because you've reached team lead, title of team lead, you get a further once-off $5 because you title advance. And as you go, you'll see there. Okay, you see it increases as you title advance. Another first, we have it in Africa here. Remember, 1 PV, $1, 15 Rand, or $1, 400 Naira, if you're in Nigeria. So there it is on the screen there. Manager, 1,000 PV in 1 week, you get 10% the base commission, and then you get a further $25 for reaching that title. So amazing. And again, the bonus income side, which is on the right-hand side there, savings bonus. Savings bonus simply means if you're earning $250 a week, if you're earning $250 in commission a week, the company adds 15% of the $250 that you've earned into that earning, but it doesn't give it to you. Puts that 15% in a savings, an internal savings, and keeps it there until it reaches $10,000, and then you get a one lump sum check of $10,000. Okay, so we're going to get there as Africa. We'll get there, but that's what the savings bonus is. It's amazing. Income position bonus, again, don't worry about this one, but it's the higher your rank, your title, you start earning off the global income, the global PV that comes in. The pay line bonus is the same thing. It's worked on global earnings. The matching bonus we've been through, title bonus we've been through, and then the business rewards and loyalty shopping. That now they're busy with that. That's going to open soon. Whatever you're spending at the moment, you're getting, if you've spent, let's say, $1,000, you're going to get $1,000 in business rewards parked in your back office for you to use and redeem of any excursions or business rewards that are out there that are going to come. And then loyalty shopping, they're going to open the loyalty shopping shop for us in the very near future, as soon as we increase our products, and we will be able to redeem points in loyalty shopping based on the amount of loyalty points that we've put together or accumulated, so that we can get a discount on product or other things that they're going to offer. So these are things that are coming. Again, your compensation plan, the three most important parts we've gone through today: the retail profit, the first order bonus, and the base commission. And then we've also gone through the title bonus, matching bonus. You've got an idea what savings bonus, income position bonus, and pay line bonus is. Those are for us one day. And to summarize, you've got to do the following. You've got to activate a certain business level, right? My advice to you, if you can't buy into Ultimate, come in at business level, minimum 40 PV, right? Or buy the 2-pack Tahitian Noni juice, 50 PV. You're on your way. You've got 2 bottles of Tahitian Noni. It's 50 PV. You're already on business level there straight away. Okay, so you're qualifying for matching bonus, right? And then you've got another 150 in 4 weeks. You've got to get there to the 200. Or you spend 5,030 Rand, you get yourself 8 bottles of Tahitian Noni juice. You sell 7 of the bottles. You make 2,500 Rand if you're selling them at retail. Plus you've got the 8th bottle free, and you're ultimate, but you're ultimate for life. You're gold for life. That's the prize one. Set up your monthly reorder. Monthly reorder, my suggestion, either you're going to put in a member pack as a monthly order, which is 20 PV, or you're going to put in a 2-pack Tahitian Noni 2 bottles, which is 50 PV. So the 20 PV, which is the minimum, will go to your auto ship. The remainder 30 PV of the 50, the remainder 30 goes into your commission payable as a purchase, you as a brand partner. Then you get 4 people in your business as fast as you can. I'll show you how to place. I'm going to do the placements next week. But the first 4 people, you get them in as fast as possible. You get to ultimate in 4 weeks. You go for gold in 8 weeks. If you're not ultimate, attend all the Zoom calls, like tonight's, show up, come to the events, and then you'll see what it's like to get paid 52 times a year every single Friday. So thank you, guys. We're going to open for questions and answers tonight because it is a training call. I won't stop the recording, but I'm going to be I'll be able to answer your questions if you have any. If you haven't, it's also fine. But is there any questions? You can unmute and I will try and answer your questions.
Hi, Nick. Thank you so much for everything. It was very, very informative. I did have a question regarding rank advancements. I noticed that for South Africa, it's only based on PV. Here it's a little different. It's commission and PV. So can you just clarify where the PV comes from for their rank advancement? Is it their personal orders or is it just business partners and customers?
So it's the same as yours. It's the same as yours. So basically, rank advancements is the PV that you've generated in the first week, number one, in the week, okay? A minimum required PV that you need, plus the base commission that you get. Well, the base commission is based on the PV that you generated for that week, and then you get paid out based on that required. So if you want, I'll just go to that screen there and just show you. So here, if you look at the screen,
okay.
Here, so your personal line volume, this one here, can you see my arrow?
I see it, yes.
Yeah, so this is the minimum PV that you need to generate in a specific week. That's the only requirement you need to get title advancement here. Because based on this PV, 200 PV for a team lead, you get paid a base commission of 20, plus you get a title bonus of 5. So your only requirement, if that answers your question, Tiffany, is the minimum that you need. And I'm almost sure it's the whole country's like this. I might be wrong. But if for Africa, that's the only requirement you need. 200 PV in a specific week or 500 to become a supervisor. Remember, if you get 180 PV in that week, you don't qualify. You have to start again the next week.
Correct. So if the business partner who's going for that rank places in order, does their volume count? Or again, is it just from customers and business partners?
Right. Exactly. It doesn't count for you.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Does that answer your question? Good.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? That's it. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to stop the recording. I hope it was informative. And if you're watching the recording and you still got a question, go back to your sponsor, your upline, let them answer it for you, and we'll take it to the next level. Thank you very much. And tomorrow night's call is going to be a product call.